Hey, Chris Jenkins, credentialed member of the media, covering the Carolina Panthers for Charlotte Vibe. Got an update for you this Thursday. What is it, November 3rd? Almost election voting time. So, hey, quick plug to say vote. Be involved with your communities, wherever you may be. But this Carolina Panthers team is getting closer to preparing for the... No, actually, let me go back. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. I need your subscriptions, all right? It helps me to get players on this channel and do the show like we did this past Monday with Steve Smith. If you haven't seen that, please go back and take a look at that video on YouTube. Just Google Charlotte Vibe, Steve Smith, and it'll come up. But, all right, let me go ahead and get to it. Let's first start with the injury report for this week, which continues to change, but still had more people on it than I want to have on it. We have safety Justin Burris on the report with a concussion. He did not practice. We also have cornerback Dante Jackson on the injury report. He did not practice. Now, for me, Dante, I'm getting concerned about it because he's on this report every week. Sorry, I'm off camera, but I had to get a drink of water. Actually, I'm going to show you. I was trying to sneak in a drink of water, but I know that you guys are probably wondering why I'm quiet, so let me get it real quick. What's up, Big Jordan? What's going on, Josh? Appreciate you guys logging in as always. So let me, now that I've got some water, get back to this injury report. But yeah, Dante Jackson is a guy whose durability I'm starting to wonder about. It's, you know, we often talk about running backs, like when Christian McCaffrey was here when he first got drafted. What about his size? Can he take the pounding of going inside the tackles, right? We don't talk about it too much on the defensive side, but I think Dante Jackson is a guy that you can start to say, well, how much durability can he have at his size, at his stature? Because those injuries for him, he hasn't had anything. Well, he has had some injuries that are season-ending, but it hasn't required him to miss an entire season. So I'm going to look into that a little bit more, do some digging, and certainly we'll be talking about that more. But Dante Jackson, as always, says you can count on him playing this Sunday against the Cincinnati Bengals. Continuing to go through the list, we got tight end Stephen Sullivan with the illness, did not practice today. Defensive end Amari Barno, limited in practice with the knee. And let me just tell you, I love my job. I make no, try not to disguise it that I feel fortunate to have this job. Just had a player go by, he was on this electric bike. He said, man, you're hard at work. And I was about to just forget that I'm on camera and go and talk to him, but I can't. But nevertheless, this is why you stay tuned to Charlotte Vibe. Get a different perspective that I think most people in the media won't bring to you or cannot bring to you that I like to do. All right, getting back on track, bringing it back in. Cornerback J.C. Horn, he was limited in practice today with an ankle. Running back Chuba Hubbard, limited in practice with an ankle. Wide receiver Rashard Higgins with an illness, man. I don't know if there's something going around, but we've seen like we've had a few of these illnesses popping up, and of course they're not telling you what those illnesses are exactly. Can't say that they should be. And then offensive tackle Taylor Moton, he had a vet day with resting. So as you saw in the title of the video, Steve Wilks doing a great job with this team. You know, I talked with Steve Smith, continue to reference that video, but it was a great one on Monday. And he said that he believes Wilks is doing an incredible job. So today I did my little perusing around the locker room and asking players about, hey, what's been different with this team lately than before? And I'm not looking to say Matt Rule was terrible or this person was terrible, people that aren't here. I'm just wondering, what do you see as different now with this team than you did before? And this player, you know, no, it's not the fact that we have suddenly this new, very different offense. Things are very, now there's some differences, but it's just saying things are very much the same as they were before. But the leadership around here, the motivation around here, the desire to succeed around here, it's just a little bit different. The way that we're being prepared for the games in so many ways is just different. And that's why you're getting the different results from this team that you're seeing before, and the motivations there that you just haven't seen before. So, you know, I've heard it from other outlets about Steve Wilks being a man of men. But today was just a first-hand account of talking to some players and really hearing I'm going to tell you, lately when I broadcast live by the stadium, and Moorhead Street is right beside me, there's been a lot of action where I want to make sure that I'm safe, all right? So, but they've talked about Steve Wilks, and today I know Brian Burns was a guy that said that, he about has that Denzel Washington-esque about him when he comes into there, commanding the room and taking the lead on this guys. I forget which character that he used to describe his head coach, but Wilks is doing his thing and getting these guys to play at their best. And I think that's something that you want as the coach. Certainly you want wins. That's what things are measured by, are wins. But certainly right now, the first step in getting to those wins is getting guys to play at their maximum potential. And I'm just really appreciating what I'm hearing from these guys, and they're talking about their leadership and Steve Wilks. I see some comments coming. I'm going to try to get to them before I get out of here. Interactive show, I go live for that reason. Set your notifications so that you can know when I go live, so that you can ask me any questions that you may have. All right, moving on. Eddie Pinheiro. Hopefully I said his name right. I hope you guys appreciated my attempt at the pronunciation of his name. Had a chance to speak with him today. Hey, Eddie, has there been anything, is it a different week for you? He said, no, it's really not anything different. He's put behind him what happened this past Sunday, just washed it clean. Didn't do anything superstitiously special to wash that out. Just kickers have to have that mentality to block out and forget about the bad and move on to something new. So nothing special that he did in order to get there. But I know in practice, Coach Wilks talked about simulating the pressure environments. And he said he believes they did that Wednesday, which would have been yesterday. Yeah, did that Wednesday in terms of 2-minute practice, having to run out there, hurry up and kick a 48-yard field goal, and he made it. So that, he feels good, continues to feel good, and just wanted to bring you all that information update on Eddie Pinheiro. I think I asked him one other question that I'm just not remembering, so I'm sorry. But nevertheless, let me see if I can go ahead and get to some of these questions before I get out of here. Oh, we got some bonus video. Baker Mayfield noticeably had, I forget that place kicker that we had on the team last year, but he just had one of those stand-outish, interesting-looking mustaches, right? I don't know what to call it. Actually, I do have things, but, I don't want to say them. But I'm going to play this clip for you of Baker Mayfield and his mustache and him explaining why he has the mustache that he has. Pretty interesting stuff.
It's pretty powerful, isn't it?
Yeah, man, listen.
Yeah. It's a lot of responsibility for one man to handle. But it's November, I like to think it's championship November in Norman, Oklahoma. I was messing with Chuba Hubbard earlier. I always shaved it for the Oklahoma State game, and just to get his mind on it, maybe get him pissed off so he can come back this week. We'll see. I don't know. But no, it's no shave November, but I decided to go with the mustache instead.
Are you trying to channel Hulk Hogan?
So he said no shave November, and it's a lot for a man. I love how these guys will occasionally play with the media and just had this poker face, which made just think of something. I wonder how many of these guys play poker and just how good they are at it. But that's it. Let me go ahead and try to run through some of these comments before I get into getting out of here. Appreciate everybody that's joined and asked questions. Why Big Jordan's, what's up? Josh, what's up? AJ Lindsay, what's going on? Sam isn't there. Sam Darnold is here. Not sure of the exact nature of that question there, but here we go. Hi, Chris. This team is 180 degrees different with Steve Wilks coaching the team. Wilks cares about winning while Rule cares about his Pepsi. That's hilarious. But, yes, I mean, again, I talked to several players and I asked, and I'm not going to name because, that's not what I want to do in order to release this information. But they're saying, again, not saying who's better than who. I didn't present the question to the players in that manner. I just said, what's different? And I excluded that first game against the Rams because I felt like that was a game in which, everything was getting installed for the first week. But those games since, what's been the biggest difference? Have you changed the offense much? I mean, got to keep in mind, we've actually lost a couple of guys. We've lost Robbie Anderson, and then we lost Christian McCaffrey. And this team is still playing competitively since those losses. And again, it's talking about the leadership and how Steve Wilks has these guys playing. So it's remarkable. Something I think that you all needed to know. What's up, Ali Broderick? Appreciate you signing in. Is Sam healthy? So Sam is feeling good. Sam is doing more. He has 21 days to be activated, or he will be, back on the IR for a season ending. And the last day for that is on Tuesday. It's a little bit mystifying why they haven't officially put him back on the roster yet. So we're going to see just a couple of days how that's going to go for Sam. But he's saying that he feels healthy. He's been participating in practice. So unfortunately, that's all I have for you on that matter. Gordon Consultants, speak the facts, Chris. Appreciate you, Gordon. Appreciate you, Gordon. Will we beat the Bengals? That's something that we go into on our pregame show. So a plug for the pregame show happened this Sunday at 11 o'clock. So subscribe, set your alerts. We'll go into some predictions at that point about the pregame show. Corral update. Anything will suffice. Okay, a Matt Corral update for you is that I did talk to Matt Corral this week at his locker. He says that he feels great. He's continued to rehab and looks forward to getting back on the field. He had on a shirt that I think said First Athlete or something like that. I forget. I asked him what it meant. He's like, oh, this is my agency. So there you go. Matt Corral updates for you. Let's see what else we got here. Wilks is coaching well. Lonzo says Wilks is the truth. He is. And I might continue to dig a little bit deeper into this. But, again, I just wanted to get that out there to you all. What do you think the key is in beating the Bengals? The keys I hadn't done my dive that far into it yet. But another plug for the pregame show on Sunday. That is when I go into those keys for beating the Bengals and have some audio and video that I'll roll from coaches and players about that as well. So, Thomas Hayes, please continue to tune in, all right? We'll appreciate it. Oh, you meant Sam wasn't in the injury report that I put up? No, Sam's not in the injury report that I put up. He's not been on the injury report. He's not going to I guess he could be if he got hurt, but no, he's not on the injury report, but yes, he is practicing. All right. Thank you, Big Jordan. Thank you, Kenny P. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in, as you always do. Hey, we're going to continue to evolve, just doing some stories a little bit differently because I know the team's not winning, so we just want to do something to continue to bring some facts. And you guys tune in to me because you want to hear things that you don't get to hear, so I'm going to continue to dig. And if there's things that you want to know, I always say I work for you, man of the people, because I do work for you. So if there's something that you want me to dig into and look into other than David Tepper, because I do not have any way to get close to David Tepper, I can assure you that. Let me know. I love what I do. Hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 6,000 subscribers, please. Hit that button, tell a friend, retweet, share the link, whatever you can do. And again, if you haven't checked out that video from earlier this week when me and Andre Cassidy got a chance to talk to Steve Smith, please do so. But I got to get out of here. Got to go pick up the kids before 6 o'clock hits. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte 5.